This is a great image of a respectable, classy, beautiful woman.
For you to point out this well-dressed sister here to make me feel some type of way about myself becomes a problem.
Let me get you.
The reason I have never said I do is because I don't.
I've been married, and I couldn't sign up for bad sex.
Test drive.
So if we enter a relationship with anything that's about me, then I don't believe that we're ready.
Right here at TGI Fridays. We do this every fourth Saturday, and you are invited at 12:30 p.m. and we have a good time. And this is Single on a Saturday Night. We have a good time. I am Shelly Williams, Shelly Shell, whoever you want to call me. But I am single, never been married, don't have any children, and I'm not going to. And I'm in a relationship.
You and this kid thing, like, we got to advertise it every single time now?
Yeah, no kids.
No kids?
Yeah.
You're going to be the one pop up pregnant. I'm going to just say it. I'm Danielle telling Shelly she's going to be the one to pop up pregnant. And I finally found me a man that can handle all this right here.
Yeah.
I know, y'all never thought it was going to happen.
No, never.
I know, I'm even being submissive. What kind of stuff is that? I don't have any children, though. So that's the newest submission.
You don't have any children? You want to have children?
Apparently. Anyway, next.
Hi, I'm Donovan, single father of a beautiful daughter. She's 6 years old.
I am Alicia. I'm single. I have one son. I'm not dating, but apparently I'm going to start dating myself.
Okay.
I'm Roberto Lopez, and I am in a relationship with a longtime friend of mine, and we decided to move in together and make a run at this relationship thing with hopes of marriage in the future.
Wow.
Proud of that, man.
Wow.
Proud of that.
Wow.
I thought you was the Puerto Rican persuasion, so you been persuaded.
See, it can happen, everybody. It can happen. Even Roberto can get married. Men, stop being scared, you know.
I'm no longer scared. I'm negotiating for 2014. My name is David Scott, and I'm single, and I will be negotiating 2014. All right? I'm negotiating.
Is that a set date for something, or?
I'm Brian Jennings, 29, never been married, one son, single.
So he's not negotiating? He said no.
He's not here. No, he said, I'm Brian, pass the mic.
He got to fight to negotiate. That's right. And David is negotiating for 24. That means now he's going to date with a purpose. Not a purpose of negotiating a possible, commitment.
Well, I want to know this, Shelly. So if David goes down, single on Saturday night just going to be Melisha.
No, misconception. Single is anybody. No, I want to put that out there again. Single is anybody who is not married. When you fill out your IRS application, it says single, not booed up. Now I got somebody, I live with somebody. You are single. Sorry.
Well, actually, with the new whole, Protection of Marriage Act stuff, it might be on there. We might be getting some new boxes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They got to recognize the civil union.
Oh, yeah, the civil union. Well.
And then the common law thing.
No, actually, there's no such thing as common law marriage. That is a fallacy.
I saw that. There's no.
That's a fallacy. Wow. And the reason for that, you want to know the real reason?
She's a lawyer. Go ahead.
The real reason that they did away with common law marriage is because people don't know that just like you get common law married, you have to get common law divorced. So nobody knew that. So what happened was somebody died, Uncle JoJo and his 5 women, and they was all applying for Social Security. And so they was taxing the system. That's the real reason they got away with that they did away with common law marriage, is because there were too many women that were claiming that they were the common law wife of so-and-so. And, so how, this is how you get a husband for real.
Okay, tell me how.
This is my husband Roberto, y'all.
Okay.
You see how Roberto just didn't say nothing? We common law married because all it takes is the announcement and publication and the acceptance. So when next time some man be like, "This my wifey," you be like, make sure, because he's trying to common law wife you.
Well, common law. Now you just
Everybody think, "Oh, I lived together for 7 years." None of that. All you need is to announce in that person's presence, and they do not deny it, and witnesses. Now all that other stuff, living together and all that, that is just supporting evidence. So what happened was there were a whole bunch of applications to the Social Security Administration because everybody was common law married.
We're gonna be claiming a whole bunch of women after that. That's my wife. That's my wife. That's my wife.
Yeah, that's Social Security. Oh, yeah, that's Social Security. Yeah.
But you gotta find one that earn more than you, otherwise the Social Security don't help out.
Yeah,
And no, I'm not marrying you, David, so don't worry.
Here's something that's also interesting is that one of the residual challenges of a common law relationship, however, if, fellas, ladies, if you do break up and there's a child or children involved, you still could possibly still be responsible for the upbringing of that child in terms of the financial upbringing. So while you may not be in a common law relationship, you still may very well have to be responsible for school, transportation, a bunch of other things. It's all, even if it's not your biological, because you contributed to the value of life of that child in terms of their environment and the stability. So yeah, it's all behind that bottom law, which is parens patriae, right?
But isn't it, Danielle, you might know this, isn't it something you can do downtown that you can, or some lawyers offer that you can say that whoever has children, that they can't take your income? Isn't it something you can file for so they don't take the income for
Well, you can make a contractual agreement. You can do that. But it doesn't matter because the state's primary concern is what's the best interest of the child. And the best interest of the child is to get your money. So that contract could be deemed null and void. But that's not today's show.
No, it's not. But you know what? But wait a minute. It may not be the topic, but that's a good topic. Sometimes you need to educate people on common law.
My hourly rate is $4.75 an hour.
You right about that. $4.75. That was good though.
Okay, I got 6 minutes. That was enough.
All right, we got 6 minutes of lawyer. We'll take all law talk with Danielle Pepperson. Anyway, we're going to talk about SingleTude. Yolanda Nelson is in the audience. And she is our guest today, and she's talking about SingleTude. She wrote a book on loving being single. And yes, you can love it. You don't have to be home being grouchy because you're single. So, somebody in the audience said, wait a minute, she's not single, she's married. What are you talking about?
She said she miss it.
She missing it. She miss being single?
Y'all didn't hear that.
No, say it again.
That was behind her. Stop it.
I want to hear what you just said. Do we get to miss being single? You can't miss being single, can you?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yes. You can miss anything.
time.
Anything that's changed, you can miss.
I'm asked that all the time.
Do you miss being single? Seriously?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You miss being-
Yes.
I was a little wayward.
Maybe
and,
not you, but I know I'm going
I was a little wayward.
You
And,
miss it.
I would date the way I would date and do what I would do. And now I like the consistency. I love knowing what's in front of me, knowing the road I'm going down, preparing for all that. I enjoy it tremendously.
He has matured so much. Wow.
We got to bring that woman here. She has to come on the show.
She is awesome. Anyway, she's an awesome woman. I love her to death. I just really do. I love her. She's wonderful. But Yolanda, you're talking about wrong thinking, and then I haven't gotten away from the fact that I know that you're not single anymore either, are you?
No. I said I'm dating.
Are you
I'm
dating?
still single, and when I say dating, I'm collecting data on the person that I found that was worthy enough to be in my presence and share my time with.
Woo!
Yeah.
So you're collecting. So
Yes.
so you call that just dating? You're not saying you're in a relationship.
No,
you're not saying
we are. I am saying that we are not in a relationship.
you're not in a
yes.
relationship.
And he knows. I'm very clear. I think we should always be clear when we're dating where you're going, what you're doing. I know where I'm going, and I know what I expect out of my life. And if he doesn't add to that or can complement that, then I'm not going to waste his time, and I'm not going to allow him to waste mine. It's not fair to him, and it's definitely not fair to all the work that I've put into. I'm gonna steal Danielle's term. All of this.
Wow.
You can borrow it. I'm gonna let
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you are. All the way from St. Louis to come
By
here.
way of Philly.
By way of Philly. But she actually traveled from St. Louis to come here, and we
Yes.
appreciate it. Wrong thinking. What are some of the things in your book that you talk about?
I mean, the book is called SingleTude, but it's not just about singleness. What I've encountered in the book is not just about my issues and the things that I've been through in my life. It was research that I did with other people, and what I found was people want different results, but they're not willing to change their thinking. It's like they go into different relationships, but they're the same person, and they get the same results, and then they complain and cry about it. I said, you are not a victim. You can change the way you think. If you want to change your life, change the way you think, because once you start thinking differently, you'll expect differently. So wrong thinking is just, stop expecting a different result, and you have not even changed your thought life.
Well, that's
we're going to go to a break, and we're going to find out, are we wrong? We have some wrong thinking, selfish behavior, things that you think.
Man, we got all of that. But we're going to tell you all about it when we come back. Right here to 4000 City Ave, TGI Fridays.
Hey everybody, it's Single on a Saturday Night, and we are making beauty your business with Ginger. And of course, Single on a Saturday Night, you always have to look good. And this is a new year, new you, and we want to see what Ginger has to do with our new year, new you.
Well, one of the things you can do to change your look up for the new year is focus on a part of your face that you haven't focused on. The main parts we like to focus on, because they're very important, are the eyebrows here and the lip. Making your lips pop will make your whole face pop. So today we're going to focus on getting those eyes in check, focus on the brows. Shelly is very, very blessed with some good brows, and we're going to pick a lip color that really will knock it out the park for her today.
Make it kissable. All right, so all that you're doing, you can get this at makebeautyyourbusiness.com. And we also, every tip that we do right now, you can see it online on the website. So just in case you're home and you don't know what to do and you need a quick reference, go to the video and find out what you should do to make your eyes pop, your lips pop. We did a couple of eye segments as well. So tips are always on makebeautyyourbusiness.com. And we all need it. We all need a little tip to make sure we pop.
Hey, it's your girl Danielle here, Single on a Saturday Night, and we're here with the fabulous Michelle. You like my new bling? She's trying to hook me up for New Year's, and she's from AD Design Group, and she sells. Oh, apparently this is Alvinia. What is it? Alvinia Design. I don't name of the collection. I don't know. It's kind of a little bit different. What y'all think? I haven't seen anything quite like this. Because if it ain't bling, it ain't for me. That's the rule. That's the rule. And I think this is definitely the kind of bling. Have a look at this jewelry over here. Oh, the fabulous New Year's hat. And I'm going to tell you. Are you ready? Because it's coming. I got one of these infinity scarves and beyond. Matter of fact, I think I got two at the last show. Everybody complimented me because, it brought out the tigress in me because, she got me some nice animal prints. Got to bring in the new year right. Tell us about your collection.
Okay, today we're featuring New Year's Eve fair. We have bling all over the table. We have our fabulous harem bracelets to accentuate our gorgeous necklace sets. Whether it's gold, silver, or red, it doesn't matter. The new year is going to be all the rage with your Alvina Designs collection. Please check us out at addesigngroup.com. And if you mention Single on a Saturday Night, you will get 40% off. Until New Year's Day, you'll get 40% off of your order.
Well, you know what I like about this collection? Every single time I see Michelle, she's got something new and different for me. And that's something I can't say about some of those other jewelry folks that'll do collections for you. But also, they do fundraisers. I never knew that.
Yes, our specialty is organizational fundraising for charities.
I never knew that. And that's very exciting. So you mean that I can wear this fabulous bling for my favorite charity?
Yes, you can.
Y'all need to check her out. Come on down.
Welcome back, Single on a Saturday Night, right here at TGI Fridays. And of course, we thank our sponsors. They are just the best. We couldn't do it without them. But we are talking about SingleTude and wrong thinking. So you admit that you have wrong thinking. So why are we staying stuck in our wrong thinking? If I'm selfish, I don't want to stay selfish. How do we get away from that whole wrong thinking?
This is the thing. Our behaviors are not as easily changed as we think they are. Because a lot of times we don't know anything else. So now I have to learn to not be selfish. So let's take example, Shelly that don't know what when nobody talk to her when they come home in the evening. Let's talk about that, just as a little example. So, all you got to do is speak back to the person. How hard is that? Instead, you got a whole attitude, because that's what you used to, and that's what you know how to do. Danielle, I am an only child and of older parents. The world revolves around me. You just here. So when you come and you want to talk, I don't really want to know how your day was, because I really want to skip that so I can tell you how mine was. So I got to learn to take a step back and try to pretend, to listen to how important your day was.
Right.
So that's what you gotta do.
So now, but we have to learn how to do that.
I want to add, Yolanda, as you was talking about wrong thinking, it brought me back to a point where I was talking to a few women at our event last month, and the woman said, I'm over 30, I'm educated, I'm a homeowner, I'm supposed to be guaranteed a good man. Is that wrongful thinking?
Yes.
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 Because if
that don't mean you're a good person.
Exactly.
That's just her, that's her statistics of what she has in her life. But who is she? At the end of the day, nobody wants to be around someone who's nasty.
Yeah, because some people put so much into that you accomplish so many things, make you a quality, a good person, and it's beyond that. It's like, oh, I deserve it because I went through school and I'm a mom and I own my home. But why is that thinking? People think is supposed to guarantee you something.
Because somebody told her that when you become successful, that you will get all these other things, and it's definitely not true. We see that with stars all the time. They got all this money and no happiness.
And they divorced every minute.
And they got 4 or 5 wives, coming around. That things don't guarantee happiness. You have to know what you enjoy, and you have to be able to bring something to the table. You can't expect for someone to make you happy. You have to already be happy or joyful. The Bible talks about us having joy. Joy is not something happening to me. It's I choose, despite what's going on in my life, that I'm going to remain in joy no matter what. And the theme of my book is enjoying the now. Once you start enjoying your life exactly where you are, then your life will start to change, because you say, okay, well, these are the things I like about my life and these are the things that I don't. What you don't, start changing them. They said it takes 15 days to start a new habit and another 15 days to start getting used to the habit. Find whatever thing you dislike about you, because what we tend to do is look at the other person and see their flaws and never look in the mirror and say, well, what is it about me that I need to change?
Every night I'm going to call you and I'm going to ask how your day was.
Please don't.
Every single day, it's going to be the last voice you hear.
No, please.
Every day.
I'm begging you, please don't do that.
I'll tell you. So, y'all know I'm an invalid. I have a challenge. And so I had this person staying with me to help me. Why? I don't know how dudes survive 4 months. I really don't. This month 4, I don't know how he did it. I think that he might be a saint. I'm going to put him in for sainthood at the Vatican. Because
he is a saint.
Yeah, really, because it's just, and I really realized I fussed at this man all day long, all day, about everything. He don't do nothing right. You didn't get this fast enough. You didn't do that the right way. The only right way is the way I do it all the time. So that means you didn't wait a minute, now you come to my room to make my bed for me, but you ain't do it right. So I'm mad. So you got to start all over. It's just, and I recognize
but we gotta get away. But we gotta get away from that, because it's starting to bother me.
And that's what I'm saying. I really
it starts to bother you. It starts to bother you because you're complaining. Okay, why does the house smell like food? Can't you open the doors? Why does this do this?
Not even that. I didn't cook. Why does the house smell like food? Why are you hungry? You need to go somewhere else to eat.
Like, why do we complain so much? How do we get away from that type of thing? Man, I know you don't like that. Talk to me, man. I know you don't like that. The nagging woman, we call it.
Well, you know what? For me, learning new habits and changing my behaviors was eye-opening, in that, I'll go in the room taking clothes off. I see the hamper, but I would throw the clothes on the floor in front of the hamper, and then she would say to me, "Well, why can't you just lift it up and just put it in there?" It went from the bathroom to in front of the hamper. Now it's in the hamper, and you know what? Things get a lot better. So when you conform to good habits, I think just rewards come from that.
Well, you want to know how I changed my habit? I came home and found some clothes that was all bleached up by accident.
I'm I'm not all about that strife stuff at home. When you close the door, when you take all that stuff off, you should be comfortable and with the person you're with, and that you can be who you are exactly. They accept you. There's no more nitpicking. You're in your sanctuary. You're in your personal sanctuary. You close that door. Everything outside should stay outside. You know what I mean? Whoever calling, gossiping on your wife's girlfriend's phone, and she, all in the house, and you looking at her like this. Really? I came home to spend some time with you. You walking around the joint, gossiping on the phone. We don't have that at home. You know what I mean? And it makes our time precious, and I value that.
But do you think with all this SingleTude and loving ourselves and dating ourselves, don't you think we're getting stuck in our ways? Don't you think, I'm talking to me, Danielle, don't you think we get stuck?
I'm gonna tell you, this is what I learned. Again, I take this whole instance. So, and this is actually when he brought it to my attention and we had a fight about it. Because then when my man comes around, it's an entire, like, he doing all the stuff that the other one doing, but I don't say a word. I can accept it from him. But
you can accept it from him.
Yeah, that might be true. But the question to me is, why is it that I can change it for him, but I can't change it for the general public? For the people that are important in my life. Just everybody, not just my lover. That's an issue, and that's an issue that I have, and I've been trying to deal with that because I really didn't recognize that I really did treat the two of them different in the exact same situation.
I think it's a level of respect. Do you think that do you think you're stuck in your ways and you gotta have things a certain way, and that living with you is difficult?
I know I'm difficult.
I just think so too.
There's no way. I'm gonna give in to a lot of things, but I do compromise. But I haven't experienced that in a while because I don't let nobody in. And when you get a little bit too close, I just be like, all right, now it's time for you to go away. So, it's just like, honestly,
and we appreciate your honesty.
You
are.
And then, you know what, in 2 years, you're going to be having some kind of a Roberto epiphany, and we all going to be like, yes, thank you, yes.
Right, because you're right. He said 2 years. We've been here for almost 2 years in January. You can grow, things can happen. Being around in this environment, I think we're all growing, and don't take this for granted because we have all grown to a certain level that like, I can't believe, and I think we're going to be unselfish. I think we're going to be all right.
Shelly, but initially we learn stranger danger. So when you're meeting somebody across the table for the first time, they are a stranger to you. So you're not giving them your heart, the inside of your life, the keys to all this immediately. You know what I mean? So for me, it was that I was fortunate enough to date somebody that I knew from a while ago, and I had a chance to do a do-over, and I took advantage of the do-over. You know what I mean? I learned what I did wrong, or what I wasn't doing wrong in my singlehood, in my SingleTude, and all kinds of things like that. And I wanted to I gave it up for a good reason. You know what I mean?
Well, we're going to go to a break, and because I think when we come back, we have the audience. We have some audience questions and feedback, and I'm sure somebody in the audience lives together and got some issues. I'm just saying. Not that I know your business or anything. But anyway, this is Single on Saturday Night. Stop telling me your business. I think it comes out my mouth. Anyway, we'll be back.
And then we'll work on those eyes.
It's a new year, it's a new you.
That's
we
right.
always want to make sure that when we walk out the house, we are together from head to toe, or should we say from eyes to lips. So if they go to makebeautyyourbusiness.com, what color would they look for in the eyes?
A very nice neutral tone for the eyes is cream fresh.
So how would you finish this all off with a nice lip color?
For you, you're a warm undertone. A lot of it has to do with your undertone and what will bring that out. But you really need to know your undertone to make everything pop. And you can tell real easy. If you put a lipstick on and it doesn't go like that, it's not for you. So you can't go wrong with a coral. And this is captivating coral. This is beautiful on you. Beautiful. Oh, look at you. Could almost go with just that. Look at you.
All right, keep watching Single on a Saturday Night for more beauty tips, because we're making beauty your business, make beauty my business, makebeautyyourbusiness.com. More tips so we can all look good in the new year. New year, new you, right here, Single on a Saturday Night.
nonsense and BS that I went through? Am I ready to allow somebody in and be fair to them? And you have to ask yourself that.
I think that it's healthy to begin to let down those walls. It's not healthy to sit around with a whole bunch of walls up and saying I'm not going to be giving myself to anybody. Nobody says be a fool, but a lot of us have been hurt. I can't say everybody's been hurt, but a lot of us have been hurt. And you can't sit around and have that baggage all over you because it's not healthy in everyday life. You have to be free. You have to be free to love regular people, all people. We love each other. We've known each other for so long. We love each other because we're free to love. And if you keep that baggage of thinking, this person's going to hurt me, this person's going to hurt me, if I let them in, and let God do whatever it's going to do, even if that person, even if something hurts, because sometimes you can be in a relationship and it could be happy and free, but sometimes things hurt. So you have to let it all go, let it down, because there's nothing that can really, unless they kill you with a knife, it can't kill you.
Because either you're going to have, either you're going to have peace of mind, or you're going to keep giving people a piece of your mind, and you don't want to be on the latter end.
Nope.
But it's also about, realizing the value of that relationship. I mean, even to your point in terms of whether you shut that individual out or you're talking about everyone that's important to you, at the end of the day, the value of that relationship should really govern or dictate, how much you're willing to actually make some adjustments. And if you see some things that are very common in terms of your interactions, whether it's at the workplace or at home, then it is, an opportunity for you to actually stop, reflect, accept that, and start to make some adjustments. And more importantly, it's not about just saying it. People really need to actually experience it. So, if Shelly gets a call later on tonight, how was your day? They need to experience Shelly actually responding in a positive manner, not hanging up, right? Not cursing someone out, right? Or if, again, you're about to, Roberta's there and he sees the hamper. He actually puts everything actually in the hamper, and his girlfriend acknowledges the fact that he's making some adjustments. She actually experiences the fact that he values the relationship, and his value of the relationship is now demonstrated through his deeds.
That I think helps too. If somebody actually acknowledges the changes that you make, that makes you feel good. And it's like, okay, well, this works. So I can understand that helps to say, oh, okay, well, you actually made a conscious effort. You trying.
And it's important to do that, even if they did it wrong, to let them know that, you know what, they did their version of it. Now it's up to you actually to correct them if there's a certain kind of way that you would like to have it done.
So you mean when I'm
Absolutely.
I was right the whole time about the baby.
Right.
I was right. No, you can't. I don't know why the people don't know about hospital corners. Where were they raised? In zoos? I don't understand.
Danielle, listen, I ain't gonna make it bed with hospital corners. Matter of fact, I probably wouldn't even make it bed. That's not even in my character. But good thing you got somebody to make your bed, because it wouldn't be me. It's not my character.
Well,
I'm not doing it.
To all
what kind of friend are you? I was an invalid.
I would visit you and talk to you, but I ain't want to do nothing.
That's true. That is true. Everybody got
and I knew you knew me, and I knew you knew. I told you.
I was like, yeah, come over and cook. I didn't call you for that.
It wasn't gonna happen. I mean, you wouldn't have liked it. You wouldn't have liked it much.
I just think it's very important for people to realize and recognize the part they play in things that happen in their relationship, whether it be an issue or fight. Just recognize and realize the part they play, because that's the part that could probably change.
Yo, what happened? I got lost.
Because Roberto is not allowed to look at me anymore.
What? What do you mean he can't look at you?
He told me he's looking at me.
No, why? She jealous? She not jealous. You don't.
No.
That's the best thing ever. You don't have a.
I ain't doing nothing.
I know, right? Like you look into the eyes. You like,
now Shelly doing it.
You just look into the eyes. You can seduce anybody. You can see. I can see her seduce. You may. That's all right. Do you think you're stuck in your ways in your marriage? We're gonna go on you. You learning?
Can you
give her a microphone? Give her a microphone.
Oh, I didn't say I wanted a microphone. I'm learning. But the hamper thing, that was big. That was major, because I don't understand. It's right there. So why would you drop your clothes right there?
But don't you complain?
Just put them inside. Yeah.
Why?
It's better.
But how do you complain?
Well, I can't say that on TV, but pick it up, put it in the freezer. That bothers me, because to me it's disrespect. It's saying that, okay, because I'm here, I'm going to pick it up. So to me, that's disrespectful.
But what if
you
somebody
keep
comes
leaving
in with
there?
that type of, this is who you are? How we going around?
Well, I'm trying to tell you that it's
this
a
man
problem.
kept squeezing the toothpaste from the middle. Every day I got to go in and I got to straighten the toothpaste out. Every day. And then I had to point out that I straightened it out. And then you still
you know about these things. I don't. I'm a newlywed. I was very spoiled, very selfish, single for a long time. We had to merge. Like it was horrible.
It was
and
like
everybody
mergers and
like,
acquisitions.
how's marriage? I'm like, okay. I didn't want to, say, well, it's absolutely horrible.
But isn't that wrong thinking?
It's
No, I don't think it's wrong thinking. I think at the end of the day, what does that look like? So at the end of the day, what you have to talk about is not just, okay, this is my pet peeve or blah, blah, blah. Talk about what are all those things. What does that actually look like? What does a great house look like to you? What does a good evening look like to you? What does
a great house look exactly like my house looked when you got here.
But I mean, again, but you have to have that conversation,
I got divorced 3 times
though.
already, and I just got married in February.
But you have to flush it out. I think the problem is
he
that
wanted to do the bathroom,
right.
and I said I don't want a brown bathroom.
But the problem is we're both speaking English, but we both have different definitions of those same terms. And that's the challenge, is that again we have different backgrounds and different experiences that really culminate who we are. So ultimately, you have to have that conversation and flush it out. It may seem very simple and elementary, but really it comes down to those nuances because they start to build up, and at some point you're on different sides of the bed.
And I don't see how Shelly can say like she's so selfish because she's helped me to better myself. Because she always tell me you can't be that way. You know, let him do the brown bathroom. So she actually solved a lot of our fights and not even knowing. She said, "Oh, that's what he wants." Just some things just gotta let go. Let him do it.
That's why
you're an
we're
exception.
here
That's it.
Single on a Saturday night to help you to be a better person, even if we can't.
That's true.
All right, let's go. Thank you for joining us. See you next week.